Okay, we are going live. I think that'll do it. All right, here we go. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome. This is going to be an arts and crafts show for adults with Beth, and it's going to be for adults because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and sometimes dangerous electrical items. But we're also a chat room where we like to interact with the chat room as we go about the evening. And we are here tonight with my volume still turned up, turning it down. And I want to look who's coming in the room. There's Janet Nash, Angela, and Jessie, and Joycey. Oh, good evening. Glad to see you guys. Oh, got another fun-filled night. Tons of crafts to do. Tons to do. Good evening. Come on in. Come on in. I I got some more Happy Mail to give out, but I gotta wait for some more people to get in here so I can decide what to do. I'd like to get some people who haven't gotten into the chicken society yet. I'm giving away a few chickens, and I did this the other day. Margaret gifted me two of these books, and I've given almost all of this one away. I've got just a few more pages left. It's the Coloring Cluckers, if you all are interested in it, and it's by Allie Larson. Allie Larson, Larson, and she gave me two books, so I'm using one book, and then I've been giving these away. So I put several in here, and I'd like to give these three away for chickens for the Chicken Society. Yeah, we're doing chickens. Oh, Angie was bored. Well, it's a good thing I came on. It's a good thing because we're going to be nothing but boring tonight. That's for sure. We are going to be busy, busy, busy. So, maybe um, there. I know I mailed out a couple of chickens the other day. I mailed out three, and maybe you all can help me. Who I think Joyce was one of them, but I can't remember the others. Who has not received some chicken pages from me? Jassy was one, and there were three of them, but I'd like to get three different ones. Angela, were you one of them? Okay. Was Sharon one of them? Okay. Angie hasn't gotten one. Okay, that's what I need to know. Who has not gotten one? Angie. And I don't know why I'm writing with this brush pen because it's not an ink pen. I'll use my tip pen. Who else hasn't gotten any chicken pages that I mailed the other day? And Angela, okay. Angela. And Goldie, have you not gotten one? Okay, Goldie. That's all I have. So I'll get those out to you in Monday's mail because today's Saturday. So we'll get three more out there, and I'll do some more next week. So we'll get those done up. Just trying to share the love. Share the love is what we like to do in here. I hope everybody has gotten your Valentine card names and that you're sending out Valentines this week and get those out in the mail. That would be nice. And So anyway, one of the new things that I have is this little thing. Y'all know what this is? How many of you guys have on on YouTube or any of those reels that you watch the reels and they have this bow maker. They have a bow maker where they put these two pegs in the holes. There's two pegs, and then they lay everything down in the middle. Yeah, it's a bow maker, Angie. It's homemade. And it says, "You are my sunshine." I can't see the sunshine, but it's there. Janet received some happy mail. Oh, good, Janet. I always like it when you get my happy mail. So, anyway, I want to demonstrate. This was a little block that I have had in my stash for since 2017, and I decided to use it again. So, I asked Joe to put me in two holes, and this is like a 2x4, but it's hollow inside. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the size of the block. It doesn't matter how big it is. It just needs to have just a tiny bit of weight. If it doesn't have any weight, you can always maybe tape it down with a little bit of duct tape or something to hold it down. But it's going to stay. And this is heavy. It's a little piece of wood. So what you do for starters, you're going to take a piece of string. I'm going to show you how it works, and you guys are going to be jealous and you're going to be wanting one too. But they're easy to make. So I've got some jute right here off of my shelf. And you first lay down a piece of string in here, and you're going to lay it this way, up and down, because you don't want it to be in uh, in the midst of your bow that you're going to be making. So with the bow, I picked out some pretty pink items. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, it's gorgeous. So I'm going to take and I'm going to put this in my bow maker, and I'm going to leave the tails kind of long. I think it's vintage, guys. I think this stuff is vintage. So it's got wire in it. I'm going to leave the wire, but I'm folding it up to make a little bow like that. And I'm going to scrunch it in the middle and push it down into my between the two pegs, right like that. I'm just going to push it down in there and just sort of squish it out. Now this will be taken care of at the end, and I will cattywomp these. Okay, but that's going to be my first. Here's my tie tail. I'm going to leave it at the top and the bottom, my ties. So on top of this, I've got some tulle. Look at this. This is called tulle. It's a type of netting, and I've got quite a bit of it, and I'm going to try to cut it and even it up a little bit here, like this. And you can put two or three bows together. You're going to be making, um, you can put two or three loops together, okay? So make your loops like this, okay? And leave the tails, let the tails go off the edge. And I'm going to push this down in the middle again, down in the middle of my bow. And that's going to go on top of that pink bow. And we're building up. I've got a little piece of lace. That'll look pretty on our bow. Actually, I think I'm going to put this on second. I'm going to make this a little bit longer, but shorter than this. So I'm kind of strategically measuring the bows. But once you do it a few times, this has got a little stick pin in it. I'll take that and put it in the pin cushion. So you take your bows. This has got a ruffly to it, and I'm going to make my bow like this, and I'm going to squish it down in the middle on top of that bow, and you can still see. I might make it just a tiny littler, just because I want to see this pretty ribbon. So I'm just going to put this in behind that bow, and it doesn't matter that this end is sticking off. It doesn't matter a bit. So I found some of this yarn, it's a type of embroidery thread, but it's in a ball, and I had it in my stash over there, and I have no idea what this thread is used for, but it's wrinkly and crinkly, so was made into something earlier and then maybe taken apart like a blanket or something, or whatever they were making out of it. So I'm just rolling this up, and I'm going to snip it off right there, and I'm going to take this and put it right down in the middle of this bow. Oh, and then I got my tool. So we're going to wrap it back up, and I'm just going to go back and forth on the bow, back and forth 2 or 3 times, and I'm going to lay that right down on top of that. Okay. Let's see what else I got over here. I've got some of this white. It's it's a creamy white, and I'm going to make a bow out of this, and I'll just wrap it around a couple of times, and I'm going to lay this right down on top of that tool, and I think I'm going to make this smaller. So instead of, I'm going to tighten my fingers, maybe do 3 fingers instead of 4 fingers. And then this will go right down in the middle, just right there on top of that one. Okay. And then I think that I've got more stuff, but that's all I'm going to do. It's pretty full. So I'm going to take my ties, my jute, and I'm going to tie it in the middle. And there is my magic bow. I'm going to tie it real tight, and I can lift it off of the sticks because I've tied it around the sticks. And I'm going to tie a knot, and that should stay. Okay, that should stay. And you can take this tie here and tie it on the back. That way you can tie it onto a, a box or a wreath, on something on your door. I'm tying it real tight so it won't come undone. And so this could be used. This is a bow maker, so you're going to use your bows on whatever gifts you want to make. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to diagonal that one. I'll make it a pretty diagonal, and then maybe a diagonal on this side. And then I might trim that. But other than that, everything else looks good. So all you have to do now is just fluff it out a little bit, and you should have a pretty little bow. Just fluff it up, and there's your bow. And that sort of helps you, instead of like, you might need an extra person to put your finger there, Remember how you used to do that when we were kids? And mom would say, put your finger there, Beth. And I would put my finger there, and she'd tie a knot. Do you ever do that with your family as a kid? So anyway, this is a little bow. It's a little wonky. I'm not sure I like that white in the middle. But what you can do is get into your little findings, and you might put a button right there. Look at that. That is a wax seal. And I'm going to turn my hot glue gun on, and that's going to be, that's my bow for my, whatever I want to put it on. But I just wanted to play with it and just see what we can do. It's just a little something, something. And like I said, I repurposed everything in my art room, and I may enjoy something a little less condensed. I might like it more fluffy, but wouldn't this be cute with some country ribbon or country strips of fabric? It would. It would look really, really cute. Well, anyway, that's my bow making for the day. And I've got all this little extra bow stuff. So I'm just going to gather this up. And I have a little baggie over here with notions in it. So I'm just going to stick this in leftovers in this bag. You like the white? Okay. Anyway, it's just a little country ribbon bow maker. Somebody was bored, and they said, I need a finger. I need an extra hand. So there's our bow maker. So now you've seen it, okay? Now when you go online and you see the movie, when you see the movie, you're going to say, "Oh, Beth made that. I'm going to put this in here, and these two little pegs can go outside of it, so it can go in the bag too." Yeah, I'm sure. I like fibers and stuff, and that's why I got into the different fibers. But it might look better with prettier ribbon, or I don't know. You might find something in your stash that might look good. Okay, so I've got my index cards out. How's everybody doing? Hello, everybody coming in. Jassy, Janet, Jen, Sherry, Joyce, Sharon, Belinda. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Goldie. Mm-hmm. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you. I just thought I thought that was just so cool. With making the homemade bow maker. So tonight I went and I got some Happy Mail from the past. Now, I know that this envelope came from Janet. This is Teresa Church's uh, a little angel. This was some Happy Mail. This was some Happy Mail. Somebody sent me these little things. I don't know who. This is something that I think I made. It's a paper clip, decorative paper clip with the love on it. And Margaret sent me a little package of these loves. So we're going to make a Happy Mail page, and we're going to do our index cards. I think these came from Goldie, these feathers and butterflies. So we're going to do a Happy Mail page and my index cards. I'll do my index cards first, and then what's left, I'll put it on this Happy Mail page. But I got all kinds of fun stuff in here. And this, I think, came from Debbie Howard. And these are like irises. So she sent me some stuff and a card, a pretty card. Isn't that pretty? And then this was some store up for yourselves. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Oh, so sorry it's late. Enjoy your Happy Meal. Thanks for the box. Okay, so this is a love note. And I have an envelope over here with some other love notes in it. So I'm going to put that in here because I will place them in a pocket on my Happy Mail pages as I make them as I go along. So Debbie, thank you for these. And these will look pretty cute on, and then I don't know who this was from. This is from somebody else. And I think that might have been from Goldie. Nope, who's this? Is that Stace? I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter because we're going to use it. Here's another card that she punched out on. That's kind of cute. Look at that. Okay. So there's my note for tonight, what we're going to play with. And then I got some foil. Boy, am I glad I found this. I've got some more foil in my possession. And I've misplaced them. I do have a foil box too. But anyway, I'm going to take these and I'm just going to put them in here for safekeeping. Yeah, it's fun to look through Happy Mail. So thank you. I think that came from Debbie. So thank you, Debbie. That was nice. This was somebody's envelope. This was from Steph. This was the envelope that she had, and it was on the inside of the envelope. So I saved it because it was pretty. We could put that on our index card. So that's what I'll do there. I'll just trim that out. We'll just get busy. We're just going to get busy. And what else was I going to do tonight? I thought I did the other day. I worked in the 365 book. Uh, I did like 3 pages in it. So I liked that. I liked that I did that and that we're catching up. So I thought maybe we could do a little marathon tonight with the 365 book. So if anybody has their book out, go ahead and get it out, and uh, we'll play in it. We will play in it. So I'm gonna put some glue down here, and I think I'm going to spread it out a little bit. And I'm going to put some happy now on this page so I can work on this page. Put some gluage down there for that and that. So, everybody doing okay tonight? What have you been doing today? It's Saturday and it's February the 1st. And then what happened next? Mm-hmm. And then they said, what did they say? Oh, this is so cute. I can't tell. Do these flowers go up or down? Up and down. Up and down. They do both. So we're just going to put that on there. And I know that Steph did that by hand. But we're going to put it on our index card. Then we've got to find a word. We're going to find a word to put on this little thing. So we've got other pictures in here. There's an owl. Look at the owl. Can you see it? Ooh, that's vintage. I should say that for my vintage page. Tomorrow is Sunday, and tomorrow I will be on with Kim Polton. She's going to do the Sunday brunch feral cat show tomorrow. And tomorrow's theme is vintage. And my goal for this evening before I leave tonight is to find my vintage packet that I put together. And I folded it all up and I put it over here so I could find it for tomorrow. Mm. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Let's see if I can find it. I don't think I put it inside that. It is over here. I got to find it. Is this it? Is this it? No. This is where I got all the extra Happy Mail from. From various people like you guys. Let's see here. That's not it. That's not it. It's got to be over here. I hope it's over here. I've got tissue paper. I've got a file of stuff. I've got a board over here. That's no help. That's not going to help me. There's some paper. And if I can't find it, that means I got to come up with some more vintage stuff real fast. For tomorrow. Nothing like waiting to the last minute to find something you need. All right, I'm going to get back to these, this thing. So that would look pretty on there. Look at that. That's all that needs. I don't think it needs anything else. That's cute. Excuse me. Oh, that's cute. I could put that on my card. I could put that on my card. There's a tag. Store up for yourselves. All right, here's a bear. This is from Teresa Church. He would look cute on there, except I would be cutting off. Well, no, I could put his ears on there. Let me see about putting him on here. Let's just see. Yeah, I think he could fit. So this is a business card that I received in my stash, and it is from a certificate of authenticity from Amazing Gemstone. It's the Amazing Gemstone. Thank you for your order. So I'm just going to put that on there and glue her down. And we got a little bear. And all we have left to do on this one would be to put a word. So let me get a magazine out. And we'll put a word on its head. We'll glue him down there. Hi, Rebecca. Hey. Rebecca's doing a challenge this month, and I think you all to join. She is doing a prompt a day for the whole entire month of February. She's doing a prompt every day, and she's going to put the calendar in the Facebook group for you guys to see. And today's prompt was doodle. And the only other rule for her prompts is to add a heart to each one of your prompts for the month of February. So whatever you doodle, got to have a heart in it or on it or around it or somewhere near it. And she took these little cards that she's going to be using, and she cut a heart out. And then I think she's going to try to make a little booklet at the end of the month. And I think that will be cute. So here's that. And I think these index cards are kind of ready. They just need a little word. And I'm going to look through a magazine to find a word. And we'll find something cute for these two things. And there's our index cards a day. And I think Dana was going to do an index card a day for this month. I'm going to try to do it all year. And my hope is to do them every time I stream. But if I miss a day, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. Missing a day. That's just one of those things. So I think these two guys are ready for some words. I love these little feathers. Cute little feathers. I love me my feathers. Kind of a feather girl. Should we put a feather on there and say, we'll call that my mom. My mom gave us a feather today. And I bet you a nickel those are stickers. As I glue it down because of this paper on the back. It might be a sticker. Yep, it is. It's a sticker. Well, I glued it down. No harm done. So I'm going to make a Happy Mail page with the rest of this stuff. This is vintage. So I'm starting a new vintage pile, and hopefully I'll find the stuff that I'm supposed to use for Sunday. And I think I found it for vintage. Is this it? Is this all my vintage stuff? Yes, this is it. This is it. And remember this? I wanted to do it for Valentine's, and it's vintage. So I thought maybe I might use this for tomorrow and do some kind of a collage with it, with all of the little vintage things that I've gotten, and I've gotten some Happy Mail vintage from Ann Lair, and she sent me this beautiful, beautiful antique ribbon that's vintage, and it smells like somebody's attic. What it smells like, and some vintage papers. I found this ribbon, and I thought it looked vintage. It might have come in some Happy Mail. And then I've got some other things in here that I thought were vintage. I thought this was vintage looking. And this was some Happy Mail that somebody sent me. And I've got vintage items in there. Those are vintage. So we'll do something vintage tomorrow morning. So you all have to come watch me. You'll have to come watch me tomorrow to do this. And it's going to be right here. I'll leave it sticking out a little bit so I won't lose it. I'll leave it sticking out so I can find it in the morning. So anyway, please join Becca in her prompt game for the month of challenge for the month of February. She's already given you the prompts for each day, one for each day, and they're all different. And all you have to do is do one prompt a day. You can make individual cards. You can make a little book out of it, or you can make one page and put all of the prompts on one page. I don't see any problem with that. Look at these old books. They're vintage. I'm putting them with the vintage stuff. I'm still looking through Happy Mail. So here's some Happy Mail and some more Happy Mail, and these are leaves. All of these are stickers. Alrighty. And I think I've seen everything else. So there we go. We'll put this down on the page. This was from Janet Nash. And then I got some leaves, and I got a pretty napkin I could put down here. All right. So that's for our Happy Mail page. So now let me get my card back. Lost my card. There it is. With these two little index cards, I'm going to look for a word to put on each one. And I'm just going to go through here and look for something that inspires me to put on the cards. And it'll be something cute. It'll be, oh look, there's West Virginia. That's where I'm from. West by God, Virginia. So I'm looking for a word to put on my catfish alley. On our index cards, I've been in here, and we'll find something here. Looking for maybe just one word that'll say something pretty. That'll be a pleasant word. Art of the tart. Woohoo! I'm all about the art. That's for sure. So we're going to find it now. It's going to come up next on the next few pages. Ooh, I wish I had one of them. He's pretty. Southern Futures. Country. Family tradition. I wouldn't mind putting family tradition on this one. Or just the word family. What do you guys think? Shall I just use the word family? How about the word family? It's a little family. The bear could be a family. It's a little word, and it'll go on the little card. Let's try seeing if he'll look good on here. It'll match. Look, he's part of our family. I like that. So I just need one more word. Miracles bloom right here. We're going to put miracles bloom. Miracle blooms. We're going to put that on there. And there's our two words. So it doesn't take me long to figure it out once I find it. It's just a matter of a minute. I ought to do one more big name for the book, for the Happy Mail page. Space. Summer. I'm ready for summer. I'm ready for spring. Welcome. There's the welcome word. I like for it to be a little bit bigger. It's the simple things. That would be good. It's the simple things. That's what we like. So anyway, I was telling you about Becca's challenge. I hope you guys will do it. And I also want to advertise for Becca and Gigi. They're doing a diorama this year. And it's going to be every week they're going to do one prompt to their diorama to make it into a scene. They each, I think, well, I know that Rebecca has a box, okay, and she's got a pattern. She's going to end up making it into a cat, but the inside of the box will be like the inside of the kitty cat, and she's going to have a little scenery in there, a little playground of some sort, and have all kinds of things going on inside the cat. And it's going to be it's there's a name for it, and she can tell you the name, but it's going to be fun, and they're going to do one prompt every week to make the whole, and they'll have the whole year to do the box, to make the whole scenery, and it'll be a finished piece that she can put up on her shelf in her art room at the end of the year. Is that about right, Becca? Did I explain it right? And she said, she was doing a monthly, for the month. She was doing a challenge for the month, and I decided, I don't know, somewhere along the line between her and some of the other channels I've been watching, I decided that I want to do a challenge, and my monthly challenge is going to be to put one thing away every single day this month, so my room can be put away, get my room cleaned up. So my job is to put at least one thing away every day. And I did about 10 or 20 things today. And I put away a bunch of stuff today, but that doesn't count for 10 days. No, that's for just today. So I still have to do one more thing tomorrow. And if I can pick up 2 or 3 things at a time and put them away where they belong, then I'm hoping by the end of the month I will have some sort of success. So here are our 2 index cards today. I love them. So I'm going to put the date on them. And I can do it on the back. So Miracle Blooms, February 1st. There we go. Got 2 things done. I think those are cute. Simple, it doesn't have to be a whole lot of everything, it could be the simple things. So we'll put this one in here, and I don't know why I can't just pick one thing to do, one box, but I have 2 boxes going. I couldn't just leave one away. Hi, Barbara. There's Barbara. Good to see you. Howdy do, howdy do. So I did my index cards today. So now let's do this page here. And I think I'm going to put this napkin down first. And it's a jar of flowers. Let's see what we can do. I think I'm going to cut a couple of them out with my wet brush and layer them down, at least 2 of them. That tears that apart, and that tears that apart, and I'll save that for something else. But I'm going to put these 2 down here. So, hi, Debbie. Did I say hi to Candy? Don't know, Candy. Did I say hi to you? Good to see everybody. So anyway, this is what we call Happy Mail History. Is this Happy Mail History? This is Happy Mail that I've had in my stash, and I haven't done anything with it. So today we're doing Happy Mail from the past. Happy Mail from the past. And I'm going to trim this off like that. And like that. And look how that fits there. Fits down there just fine. Just tack it down a little bit. It's a little wet. So I will put a little bit more glue on this. Just a little bit of glue to feather my ends down. So there's that. And let's see what else I can put on here. I got this pretty strawberry page from Janet. And then I'm going to put some things around here. So I'm just going to glue this down as one piece. Brenda said hello. Hi, Brenda. Hello, hello. I have a little squeegee here somewhere. I have it. And also, I've told you about my challenge for the month. So I hope that maybe some of you might join in Becca's challenge and do a prompt every day. And if you want to go to her page or her group or my group to find the calendar for February, she'll post it. Okay, and this is going to be it's the simple things are going to be on this page. I've got some more feathers. Oh, look at the tiny little paper clip. It's the tiniest paper clip I've ever seen. I'm going to put it on the simple things. If I can get it on there. It's so cute. Maybe I'll put something with it. So we could put these feathers down, or some of the feathers. I've got some tissue paper left over. I've got to put this on there. And this is Teresa's little angel, and she wrote out the word love in calligraphy. So I think that's cute. And I'm going to try to cut it out a little bit. I'm going to put it out on the page. So it'll go right here. And we'll put her little girl on here too somewhere. She can go right here. And there's another little girl that Janet put on my page. So we'll put them together. They can be sisters. Yeah, and I've got some stickers, so we can definitely use the stickers. I'll peel them off. I've got a little piece of music paper. That might go right there. And there's some pictures here. Some little pictures. I can put these down here. That's what I'll do with these. I'll put them down here. Can't tell which is up and which is down. So, hi everybody, come on in. We are making a happy mail page from the past. From the past. Okay, this is foil. Oh, for the circuit transfer sheets. Enjoy, P. This is from Goldie, and she gave me the foil sheets, and I know what those are from. But now this little piece of paper here is something too. It feels like something. Is Goldie in here? She sent me this a while back. But I think this is like a clear piece of paper. So we're going to put this down. We're just putting down a collage of things from our stash. This is from the envelope. I'm going to put it on there. We'll put it on there right there. And I like this. This is an advertisement for some paint brushes. And I like the picture. So we're going to put it right there. Then I have a tall picture of a night scene with a sailboat on the lake. The sunset. And we're going to put it right there. And I got a tag and a receipt, a store receipt. So we're going to pull this up and put that there. And I'll use my little squeegee for that. Is that glued down all the way yet? Is it dry? I got it. Never mind. Everything's good. We're putting that down, and then that down, and then that down. We got the layer look going on there. Now, and I'm going to put this right there. It's the simple things. And I need to put something under the, I got a little butterfly, and it's going under the paper clip. But I'll tack it down just in case it comes off. And I'm going to put that right there. good. It's the simple things, guys. So these leaves are stickers. So let's see. Okay, that you have to cut the stickers out. They're feathers. Let me cut them out, and I'll put them around on the page. I will. I think I got them all. Save this for later. Save that for later. And that for later. And we'll see what else we can do down here. Like that. Good night, Janet. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams, Janet. Now, let's see what else looks good. I'm going to put this on there too, because this came from Margaret. And it's a hidden paper clip that I made. So it's going in there. And it's going over there. That's going over there. And then the rest of these are stickers. So let's see where I can put them down at. This one's not a sticker. I'm going to have to get me some more glue put out on my thing. So we're going to put a butterfly there. And oh, you should watch Ann Lair down in Florida. She has a butterfly incubator. Would an incubator be a good word to say? She's got a butterfly incubator where she bought the cocoons and she put them in there in her butterfly net cage, and the butterflies are hatching as we speak. And then she releases them out into the wild in her backyard. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm just putting my feathers around on my page, on the corners of things where I think they might look good. One more, like that. I think I'm going to put it right there. There. So this is our Happy Mail page. It's from a variety of people. I've got from Janet Nash and from Goldie and from Debbie are in here. So I can go ahead and put their names on the page. Happy Mail from these guys. Okay. So, and I can put the date on this. It's done. Like that. Oh, I found another feather. Let's glue it down. Aren't they, Janet? I think so too. Let me fix my camera. Yeah, the feathers are popping out this purple stuff. There's a little bit of purple here, and there's some blue up there, and I think so too. It's pulling it together. And there's all kinds of mama feathers in here. I'm gonna call them my mommy feathers. How about that? I like it. And Teresa, there's Teresa in here. I forgot Teresa. Yeah, and Teresa Church and a date. There might be some other things. I mean, I throw all my Happy Mail, in a bag over here, so it's possible there might be something from somebody else. So no offense if there is, but that's pretty. That's good. So let's find my camera. I try to take a few pictures of things that I've done for the day, at least that much. So I'm gonna let this over and let it dry. And I did my Happy Mail page, and I wanted to doodle tonight. I wanted to put this down. Oh look, I found these. These came from some Happy Mail too. These are wings. Um, I I usually put down a piece of wallpaper to work on my desk, and it just keeps everything. It makes it look nice. What can I say? It makes it look nice. So let's just fold that down like that. Now we're ready to start tonight because I got down to the bottom of my desk. How about them apples? So here we go. So I talked about tomorrow. I'm going to be on with Kim Polton tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern, and we're going to do a vintage page. And you know me, I won't plan. I just got some stuff together, and I'll throw it together and make some pages, and until I run out of stuff. So I did that, and I was on stream yesterday with Carol McDonald. Now, Carol McDonald, if somebody knows her link, you can put her link in. She's starting to stream again. She used to stream, and she started a new channel. She just started new, fresh, and she's starting to stream again. So she's very good at sewing, embroidering. She's very good at watercolors. I haven't seen her do any watercoloring in a long time, but I used to watch her when she used to be the cauldron, the magic cauldron or the secret cauldron or something. And she lives in Canada, and she used to do watercolors, but she also used to have a Saturday morning group where everybody would get together on Facebook, and they would just sit around and sew and do whatever you wanted to do with each other and talk. And it wasn't like you were showing off to a crowd. You were just sitting in the room with other people and having nice conversation. Oh, Jennifer, don't worry about that. So anyway, Carol McDonald, I was on with her yesterday, and she was doing a giveaway, and she invited me and some other people. Ann Lair was there, and I can't remember who else. I was on several times yesterday, so I lost track. But anyway, it was nice, and there was somebody there. Kim, it was Kim, and Kim was on with us. So anyway, it was a nice, it was an hour giveaway. So she did a lot of giveaways and stuff. So anyway, she will probably do more giveaways during her channels, if you want to start watching her and checking her out. And so I was on with her yesterday, and I was on with Kim, and Kim, I have been working with her for a couple of weeks, and we've been practicing my doodles. So I really, really like this page, and I finished it up yesterday, and I did it online because I promised everybody that I would. And the doodle is the bottom part, and these are supposed to represent pillars. and I kind of think it looks like a city scene. And then the upper part was more like a painting. It was like two different art sessions in one. And I did the night sky, and I did a few things on top of the pillars. And then I've got a few surprises down here on the pillars that I thought looked good on the page. So anyway, this page is complete, and then I started this page, and this is a type of technique where I don't know the techniques really as a descriptive. I just know what I did. The first thing I did was I did watercolor all over on my page in random. And then I drew circles, and then in the circles I used more watercolor, and uh, and then I did circles, and I did a few stamps. And so now, I've done the circle water, second layer watercolor. Now I get to doodle on this. And for example, and then this here is a technique that Jean, was it Jean or Anne? No, it was Jean. Jean taught me how to do this. And you take your circle and you dip it in your paint, and you put it on your paper, and then you push before you lift. And I put it down, and I pushed down, pulled it down, and you can see I got the streaks. Now she did it in a different way, and it looked really cool on her page. And this is what I came up with. And so anyway, I've decided that every time I do this technique, I'm going to always do this, and I'm going to always try to put a face in it. And if you go back to this last page, I did do this. Here's my circle, and I pushed it up, and I made some little elf down there, something, and I made something out of it. And there's another one up here that I did with a straw, and it's a real tiny face. And I tried to do it with a straw, and I pulled it down, and there was a little bit of streak, and I ended up making a little person swimming with the mermaid. So so anyway, it's just something that I've tried to do. Here's another one over here. It looks like a little ant. It looks like a little fairy person in the forest or something. But anyway, I'm going to try to continue this as long as with my other techniques that I've learned. So this is kind of like my doodle book, and I've learned by watching Jean and Kim, that it's much more condensed when they do it, and this is something that's what I did. And this is something that I saw in Jean's page, on her page. Some of these are Jean's and some of them are Kim's. And so you can see the doodle isn't just in the one circle, it's not just one doodle. It's more than a doodle inside the doodle. And that's where, I have my doodle cards, of course, and that's just one doodle. But now you can take one doodle and mix it with other doodles, and you get a different scene. And here's another example of the water technique. And she did the circles, but they were wonky circles. And then she just doodled around on it. And so I have to look at things like this to help inspire me to do more other things. And it's like the black and white thing. I would have never thought about that. So it's good to watch other people do doodles, and you can find all kinds of videos about doodling. This one is gorgeous. This is one of Jean's, and that's what I want to do. See, if you look real hard, you can see these circles in the background. So you see how she's doodling on top and making it a different dimension, and pushes everything in the back and doodled on top, the doodles on top. And then she did this. And I'm inspired to do this one next. But the first thing I have to doodle on this and do some doodling. And I can use my doodle cards, or I can use other doodles that I've seen online. Now, I do have some new gel pens. Yes, it does, Belinda. And so, like I said, I have to have a few examples. Uh, and you see how I mean, there's layers, and then they're just little doodle marks. And I tell you, somebody else who doodles really good is Aunt Beck. She used to have she puts down paper on her art desk, like brown shipping paper or something. And when she gets on the phone with her sister, they talk for a while, and she doodles on her scrap paper. It's her the paper that she puts down under her art, and she doodles on it. And one time she pulled it up, and I go, "Oh my gosh, it was so cute the way she doodled it." And then when Aunt Beck makes cards, she's a very good card maker, and she has her own technique and style about her cards. And she can do doodling on her cards. And one time she did an art project, and she has a notebook. We'll have to get her to get it out for us, where she had lines in each of her, like 2-inch lines on her pages. And she took the first box of all each line, and she asked us what we wanted her to draw. And it would be like a beach ball, or a star, or a car, or a chair. And she would do the beach ball all the way across the beach ball, and she would color them in different colors, and they were all beach balls, and it was like a practice. And whatever she put down here on this the beginning row, she doodled it out on the page. And I don't know, I think it was just a practice book for her, but it was fun. And then we loved giving her items to make, a pineapple, or piece of fruit, or a, a tree, or a person, or a face. And she's got characters of people that she makes all the time, and she has named them, and they're characters that she has, and they're named, and she could probably draw them, each one of them. But anyway, so go and watch Aunt Beck by all means. So anyway, I'm going to try to doodle something here, but I don't know what. And another thing, you just start making, like I'm going to make a line, and I'm going to go behind this bubble and go down here, and then I'll go behind this level bubble and go out here. So I went under the bubble. And so what I think I'll do here is make this into a vine of some sort, a piece of greenery. And I'm going to make these oval leaves on this vine. And it's going to go under the bubble. And there it comes out the other side. And I'm just doing random leaves. And I'm using a gel pen. And it quit working. These are new gel pens, and it probably doesn't like working on the watercolor. But that's okay, I've got other pens. I'll try this one. Okay, so you see my leaves, and I can still go over them again with this pen. This is I got a set of gel pens, and some of them are sparkles. There were sparkly ones, and then there were regular colored ones, and then there was some uh, black light ones. They were real bright, eh, fluorescent pens. So anyway, I drew those again, and then um, let's see. She did highlighting on some of her things, and you can do something like that and highlight your circles and bubbles. You can highlight them a little bit just by making a few marks. Um, so anyway, I can do something like this with my circle, and then I can go in here and do more stuff in the middle of this. I can do a line, and I can color this one in and do something like this. I'm just making it up. I can use my doodle cards. If I leave it like that, it looks like it has a smile. We'll make it into a pinwheel. But anyway, I love doing this, but I don't feel like doodling in front of you guys. I feel like it's too boring for you. So I'm not going to doodle anymore. But I've started it, and I think you all get the idea of what's going to go on now. And see, I can go in and draw a line in this thing. You could just keep going on. There's and I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can always do. Uh, but anyway, I'm going to stop this for now, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and get the 365 book out, and we'll doodle again next week. I'll doodle some more for you. But the 365 book, I did this the other day, and I did like 3 or 4 5 pages. So let's see what we can do. Here it is. Draw a map of your country. You could add your favorite places, color in areas that you would like to visit. Well, my country, let's see, what did I see? Where did I see that? I had a picture of it, but I don't remember where I saw it from. The United States is my country, and it is a little bit uh, large to draw. So I thought I might be able to cheat and find a little USA. Like this is the USA, and I don't want to do all of it, but I could do part of it where I live. I guess I can do that. So I'm going to I'm going to take out this page, part of this page, and this is a 2009 road map. So I'm going to put my road map right here. So let's cut right here and put this in here and trim this off. So there's my part of my country. I'm cheating. But that's what this book is about. It's for what you interpret. It doesn't have to be uh, black and white. We are far from black and white. So I live right here. I live right here. So there's my favorite place. And on this map, there's New Orleans, so I know that Esther lives over there. There's Alabama, and I know that Sherry and Teresa live there. And we've got all of Florida, and I've got a whole bunch of friends down here in Florida. There's Helen, Tanya, Aaron, uh, Liz, Dana, Margaret. I mean Anne and Beth and there's other people and that I've just met. There's somebody over here. Oh shoot, is it Tammy? There's another girl over here, and I know several. There's Dee Dee's in Georgia, and then we've got South Carolina, and that's where Aunt Beck is, and then we have Virginia, and that's where Cheryl's from, and we've got Mary from uh, Virginia, and Janice lives in Virginia, and then on up the road, that's Virginia, and then there's more up there, and there's more down here. There's a whole bunch in Chattanooga. There's a whole bunch. I got 3 or 4 people in Kentucky and Tennessee, and all up in there. Mississippi. I've got Brian lives in Mississippi, and then there's out west. So there's a lot of people on here. No, I didn't cheat. No, it's just my interpretation of this page. So we could talk for a long time of favorite places to visit. I want to visit all of them. No, I had Tennessee in there, Angie. Tennessee is in there, and uh, Chattanooga and Nashville and Memphis. There are a lot of places. So anyway, that was part of my country. So we did 218. How about that? 218 done. Let's see where else. Page 161. It says exploring different colors next to each other. Different colors next to each other, and find color combinations that you like. Draw a circle of color and then try a different color around it. So where's the rest of these markers? Let's find the rest of these markers. They got to be right up here somewhere. So I'm not going to use the watercolors. Oh, they're up here. Found them. So here's some more of my king art. King art colors. So I'm just going to grab a few. I definitely want the yellow one. Let's just use this many. Let's just try this many. right. So we're going to start off using a center circle. So I'm just going to draw, and I think I could draw more than one green center, like that. We could do 4. There's green. Let's try a different color. This one is pink. So I'm going to put this around the green and see how it looks. And we can decide if we like them or not. We can judge them. Try another one. Let's try purple. Okay. Let's try the yellow one. And I'm going to put the yellow around the purple. And I can do the yellow around the green and the pink. And then I can make some more yellow. Like that. And let's try this color. This is a blue turquoisey color. So we are testing colors. All right. What else have we got here? We got a dark blue. And we could put a blue behind around the yellow. And a blue around this green. Like that. How we doing? How's it looking? And I have a golden color that's kind of a it looks like a little bit of a green or like a sage green. But it's supposed to be a goldy brown maybe. And then we've got this shade. And this looks like it's brown. Brown. And then we got a lime green, which is a grassy green, I guess. Okay, so which one's your favorite? So the object was to do circles and then do another circle around the first circle, and you're supposed to find your combinations. I like the purple and the yellow and the red and the blue. You like the red and the blue one? The top left? Okay. But anyway, I like this blue and green too. I think it looks cool together. And I like this blue and yellow. And I like the purple and the yellow. I like colors. So, the bottom left, that's pretty. Okay, so that was 161. So let me get my, go to the front and mark it off. 161. Done. Shall we do another one? Let's see, 136. Continue the wavy lines in any material that you like. This is like we could really go crazy with this one. Not only can I use these markers, but I can use thread, any material, it says. Any material. So I'm just going to continue the wavy line. My wavy line is kind of off with that one. And we could do it again with this one. And we can try some of these pens. This is a fluorescent pen. And I have a ruler in my possession that is got a curvy line to it. I got a big wave, and then I got this little curvy line. So I could be using this for my line making. Here is a color stick. I'm going to have to do it by itself because it's waxy. There's one. Here's an ink pen in my stash. I could probably just go through one pencil can. I'm going to try to do this one. Let's see if I can do it. Come on. Get going. Get it going. Press down. Don't forget to press. It's not writing. It's a brand new ink pen. I'll go back the other direction. I don't know why it's not writing right. It's a brand new pen. All right. So there's that ink pen. It's a skipping for some reason. What else have I got over here? I've got a brush marker. I'm going to just use all kinds of markers today. See what I can find. I get to put these away. I used a couple of those. So, there's Carol. Carol, I was just talking about you. Where your ears are burning? Carol, I'm going to add you as a monitor. And if you don't mind, go ahead and put your link in to your channel, and you're going to be starting to stream, I think, did you say Fridays? And there's lots of busy Friday. It's a busy Fridays. There's lots of people streaming on Fridays. Nothing wrong with that. Got a brush pen. I go through spurts with them. Now there's got to be some more of these around here somewhere because I've got some empty spots. And one more. There we go. Okay, what's going on here? There it is. Got it. So those are nice. Now I've got brush pens. I've got a pencil. Oh, it's not sharpened. But I got another pencil over here that is sharpened. So we can use a pencil. And we can use a colored pencil. We've used a lot of materials, different materials here. This looks like it's a chalk. It's a slick pen. It's another slick pen. Silver. Brand new. I haven't used it before. And then I have another felt tip, fine tip. This would be a good pen to do some doodling with. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do to that one. That's good. So I got the date on that one, 136. Let's mark it off. And I put my colored pencils away. 136. Okay. Now, have we done enough? Have we done enough? Let's put this up and do something else. Let's do something else. What do we need to do over here? I've got the bird book. I haven't finished it. We can continue to work in the bird book. Thank you for putting Carol's link in. Thank you, Angela. And but I was who I was on with on Friday, yesterday. And if you all want to go back and watch the giveaway, it was only like an hour long, and there was 4 of us on there, and we played and had a good time. Had a really good time. So let's go through the bird book here a little bit and see if there's anything that we can add to. I've got some things stuck in here. Y'all might see some things that you've given me. Yeah, we played games, played all kinds of giveaways, all kinds of goodies. We did. Thank you, Angela. There's an empty page. I need to find there's a napkin. This is a completed page. I've got a napkin, a sticker, and then a magazine. Mm-hmm. Here's an owl. It would look pretty on a colorful page. Let's make it colorful. Now, I don't know if these are water soluble, but I think we should try it and find out. Oh, yeah. Little water makes it go a long way. Let's see if it went through. Nope, it didn't go through the next page. So that's good. These pages in this particular book, it's an older style book, and the pages are like thick, and they're absorbent. They're like, they're dry. They're real dry. But I'm gonna put this on there. Somebody sent me the owls, and they're going in the bird book. I believe they belong to the bird family. It might be our owls in the falcon family, in the birds. I think that's a bird family though, right? This is from Xander. Um, so I'll let that dry for just a minute. I got a pocket over here. There's a peacock feather, and it's glued down. And I use peacock feathers in my chicken dress dolls, my chicken dolls. This goes out. These are going to go out Monday, um, in Cindy's channel. They're in her trade. Cindy's got a trade going on. There's another one of Goldie's pictures or flowers that she made. Here's another one that's completed. And this is Tim Holtz paper. And that had birds all over it. And then I added this sticker. And I added this feather down here. And this is another napkin. And down here is some dyed, coffee dyed paper with lace on it that was gifted to me. And so I've got stickers down here and punch outs and another sticker. And then I've got perfected on here. And these birds are giving their keys to each other. They're going to trade keys. And then this came out of a magazine. And this was a gift, a card. And there's some more Tim Holtz paper. And this came out of a magazine. I've got some printed paper back here. It looks like it's cursive. I need to put something on each one of these. This was a coloring book page and a bird. So I just have to let this dry. So there. And I've got a little piece of wax paper I'll lay there so it won't stick to the next page. So anyway, that's a little bit of the bird book. I've been working hard in it. Another napkin. There's some more napkins. Okay, so anyway, we've got a few more empty pages in there to play with. So let's see what else we can get out to play. I probably should, it's just 7:30. I could probably paint something. I haven't painted forever. I think I've forgotten how to paint. So let's go over here and get my book. And this is dry. I can turn the page. This is what we did the other day out of the chicken book. See if I can't get this out. Don't need that. There's Cindy. Did I see Cindy? Yeah, Cindy's there. You've been in the balcony playing? That's okay. Play away. That's what we're doing. We're just playing. So where's my phone? That's not my phone. So let's go over here in my photos and see. Let's draw her. Let's draw her. Let's draw her. She looks like she's got a background page. Wonder if I could find a background page for her in my paper stash. I'm kind of looking for a solid color, and preferably blue green. A solid color, cooler. Well, that wouldn't be too bad, although it's a little bright, but I could paint on top of that. I could paint on this one and give her a crown. She's got a hat on, doesn't she? I bet I can find another chicken with a crown on in my book. And here's the crown. Let's go with that one. Let's try it. Put that up. Whew, that's a lot of paper. Let's go with a different picture now.
I don't know what it is.
Hi, Joe.
But they crammed it into the mailbox.
Did they really?
Oh, and this.
This is in the mailbox?
Yeah.
Oh, these are my books.
Yes.
And then we got a magazine. Never know, you might need some ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that. I don't know what that is.
This is to me from Joyce. I got Happy Mail, guys. Joyce, are you still here? I got your Happy Mail. Does that mean I have to do another Happy Mail page?
Happy Mail, Happy Mail. We all love Happy Mail.
Does that mean I have to do another Happy Mail trade page? And I got some books. What did I do
I
with
don't
this?
know what kind they are.
What did I do with this book? This book has a chicken in it. I'm multitasking. There's a crown on one of these, like this one. But what I can do is I'll use a different chicken that doesn't have a crown, and then we can put the crown on him. If I can find the crown. Here it is. Yeah, we'll cut the crown out, man. That's what we're going to have to do. It's a free local premiere. It's a food catalog from locals from down here. Let's see. It's got New Smyrna Beach in Edgewater, which is where I live. It's local businesses and it's advertisements for the local down in here. Sometimes I can find a picture in here that I might like to use, but I usually don't keep. But I will use this coupon here because I get $1 off at the Frosty King. That's where we get my homemade ice cream from, my sugar-free ice cream. So anyway, we're going to try this and this. Joyce's Joyce's Happy Mail. Oh, did she send me a Valentine? Oh, look what she did. Thank you, Joyce. I guess I'm going to have to do a Valentine page. Look at this. And a card. Oh, look what she did. She glued it on there. Yep, she glued it on. I could take that off and put it on a pin and wear it on my shirt. Thank you, Joyce. Happy Valentine's Day. That's my first Valentine's card. Aw, we can do it. Put that over there. Thank you, Joycey. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to open this up. And we're going to glue it down. But we got to take the back off first. Like that. Thank you, Joycey. Joycey and I go way back. We've been friends for a long, long time. So let me find my little squeegee. Okay. There's that. And she got me 2 or 3 hearts. They're all different colors. Look at that. Look at that. That looks good like that, doesn't it? Feather it out. Joyce does pretty crochet work. Like that. Oh, you can do all kinds of things with hearts. But look, I couldn't have asked for a better Valentine page than that. That is Valentine's page. Just saying. That's what it's all about right there. Just like that. I love it. I love it too, Jessie. We love it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm still going to do the chicken. I'll still paint a chicken here in just a second. Just wanted to get this down here and this down here and this one right there. Just a little. touch. Now this is going to dry, and then I'm going to flip it over, and I'll do the chicken on the other side. But I'm going to sit this in front of the fan and let it dry. And then we're going to open these. This is my books. Now, I didn't spend a lot of money. What it was, if you buy two books, you get one free. So, this is what I needed earlier today. I bought me a Zentangle book. Oh, you had to buy 3 and get 1 free. Either they gave me an extra. World of Books. This is from World of Books. Now this is Harry's. It's a Harry's shaving cream credit card. So it's going in my credit card stash. Thank you very much. Oh, here's another one. One Less Errand, and it has to do with DoorDash. So I get 50% off of DoorDash. And then here's another gift card of the World of Books. And it's another credit card. Here's another envelope. It says open me and you get 10 extra points. But what is if you buy 3 books, you get 1 book free. So I don't remember which is which. This one's got 40 tangles in it. And I hate to buy these books because you never know how many pages are in the books. But here are some of the Zentangles, step by step. It starts off from this to this. And this will help me with my doodling. You start out from this and you get this. So this will be good for what I was trying to teach you all earlier. So that's why I got the books. So this one was one of my books. So I think they were like $4 a piece on the books that I bought. And then one of them was free. So I spent $20. No, $15. And I got one book free. So that was pretty good. 4 books for $15. And here's another Zentangle book. 1 a day. Wow, we could make that one of our challenges. You see, this is real advanced for me. Like, look at this. Wouldn't that be pretty to be able to do that? I've all knocked you on the head again. But anyway, I'll have to look through these books and see if there's something in here that I might be able to do. See, I would like to be able to draw that. That to me is not doodling. That's drawing. But again, to do this, I can do that in my art, use it a lot in my art when I do feathers and hair and stuff. So here's another Zentangle book, a Zentangle. This is a Zentangle, fresh ideas and embellishments with templates. So here's the 40 patterns in this book. There's 40 patterns, and then they used them in examples. They used them all throughout the book. So that's cute. See, that's cute, and that's cute. So I think I'll get some ideas from these. And let's see, this book here, Tangle Journey. And I think it starts off, like I said, you start off with this, and then you end up with this in some of these. So, yeah, I think we can do these. Some of these. Get some ideas. And see, here's another thing. This is kind of like what I do with the neurographic. When I do the neurographic design, and you make these lines, okay? Well, then it turns into this. So that's what I want to do. I want to turn this into this. And some of these are the things that I use. The over and under, I do that one, and I do the M's, and the checkerboard. Some of these others are new ones. So anyway, so we've got plenty to tangle with. We are going to tangle for sure. And see all that in there? And then color it. I like it when they're this big and I can see. So yeah, we'll be able to use this. And I guess this is using a subject. You get a subject and you doodle the subject, and then you end up drawing on the subject. So this is this. That's this. It goes from this to this, colored pencils, and then to this, and then to this, from this shading to this shading, and all of this to color in. It started out here, 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 and here, 4 stages to get to this. Mixed up markers. So here's the first page, and the idea of the woman came from over here. And then, so here to here to here. Add more paint and then pens, more pens. So there's steps. Use the colored markers, and then you use the ink markers, and then you add paint, and then you do more inking, more pens. And that's where I get lost. So anyway, that's a good book. This is going to be a nice book. We'll be able to use some of these too. See, I'll just look at this and try to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 9 different doodles on here. So that might be good with the one with all the houses. I'll make the houses and doodle around the houses. So anyway, this has got some lessons in it, and I'm sure that will help me. So that's a nice book. That's 3. And then this one's the last one. This one's worth $15 by itself. Oh, I like this one. Look at this. How to use this book. We get to draw in this book. We get to play in it. Introduction to Zentangle. How to draw, how to use this book. 50 inspirational drawings, designs, and ideas for meditative artists. That's us. We meditate. All right. So getting started. We can do this in my Twinchy book. And I can practice here for this one, and this one, and this one. So we've got places to practice these. And we can also do them in the Twinchy book. And look at these. These are just different directions. You got straight up and down. You got diagonal. You got curved upward, curved to the right, S curves, dots, zigzags, loops, grass. So you see, they're all a little bit different, but you practice these, and that's how you get started. You just practice these. All right. This is like a little workbook. We have homework, guys. Looky here. Patterns and borders. Mmm. And you guys can do this with me. So if I do this one, then you all can do it with me in your books. Maybe we can doodle something together. Check out this. This is like candy. These are borders. But that's nice that you've got the paper to work with and to work on. Check. Now, see, this is what I need, the variety. Because I can do a dot, dot, dash, dash, but now how do I fancy it up? So it's dot, dot, circle, circle, So this gives you the ideas of how to do borders. Whimsical tangling. Well, that's me, all right. Oh, look at this. We could do people and creatures and sillies. I got this book from World of Books. World of Books. This is the art of Zentangle. And I bought it from a used bookstore. Definitely interested in doing these. Definitely interested in doing this. And this is what Kim Polton does on her own. She does this by herself. Oh, look, we get to put our favorite photo here. Here's some more. Here's a practice page. Here's some more. This is cool. This is really nice. I'm going to speed up a little bit so we can see. There's more all the way through here. There's pages to write on every one of the pages. And when I ordered this, it was new, even though it was at a used bookstore. So I ordered it new so that the condition would be new, so that there wouldn't be any writing in it. Because you could get this used, and it might have everything worked in it. But it would still be a good book to have because I like all the photos in it. See how you could doodle, dangle, Zentangle around a face? Wouldn't that be fun to do get a magazine picture? And it went from it. This was the beginning. It went from the fairy right here. So it went from this sketching her, shadowing her, starting her hairdress, starting with the flowers right there, and then adding more and adding more and more and more. Yeah, I'll draw it out, and you all get to help me make her. We'll definitely do something like this and turn it into this. And here's more fairies ideas, more practices. This is my favorite book. More practices, variations, shadowing. You see, it's not just that design, it's the shadowing that gives it depth. That's what I need. So, all right. She's cutting. What's she doing? She's making a mandala stencil string. She's folding the paper. She's folding the paper. She's drawing on it and cutting and making this. We can do snowflakes. We know how to do snowflakes since we were kids. So anyway, this is a cool book. See, you could take a picture of her cat and then tangle around it. This is the book that I like the best. I'll show you all of the books. 50 Inspired Drawings. Okay, now, 8 o'clock. I got to get busy. I got another hour to go. If we get time, maybe I'll start one of these books. So let me show you the other books real quick. And One Tangle a Day. And I'll show them again next week. I'll show these books again. And they all have good stuff in them. They're all nice books. Even this little one, it's more of a pamphlet, but I like it because it has all of it has the last page. It has all of these. There's 40 of them. 40 fun tangle patterns. And this would be a quick reference. You see, I could leave this out and I can do my other thing and have all these out. And I could probably, I was thinking about maybe making more uh, doodle cards. See, I don't have any of these in my doodle cards. I can make another set of doodle cards. But these are more tangled. They have more than just uh, one doodle on them. These are doodles. This is the one thing where these have multiple things, and then you shade and do other things with it. And I think that's the difference between a doodle and a tangle. You just do a little more to it. So there's birds. Okay, there's that one. There's the Tangle Journey. And this has got all kinds of tangles in it with pictures, shading, new designs. And then this one here is in Tangle a Day. So you got a lot of ideas in here, from writing to pictures, mandalas. I mean, you know me, I can, and see, these are all different too. And they're different from what I have in my doodle cards. So I think I can come up with lots of more doodle cards. But I think my Twinchy book is going to be my book where I will transfer all of these to the Twinchy book. And that's what Dana got me for Christmas, was the Twinchy book. And it's just blank paper. So this will be just for pencils, and like this in here, pink ink and pencils. The wetness is not going to work. Magic marker will probably go through. Will go through. So I will go with dry, anything dry, like an ink pen. I might get by with brush markers if I don't go over it too much. But it's going to be mainly pencil and pen. So with that, now, any other questions? Like, I need another book, but I like that one. I'm just going to lay this down, and we're going to do a quickie now. We're going to do a quickie. I don't know what I was thinking. I've gone wild. Hi, April, Belinda. Hi, everybody. Hello, you all. So I'm going to cut the crown out. Like this. Like that. So I'm just going to do a quickie fussy trim here. Not nothing major. Let's try this. And we probably won't see much of his head because he's going to have a crown. So we can cut that off real quick. Like that. Let's try that. Now we're going to glue it down. So let's try smoothing this out. And we'll put him right there. Now I want to know, how am I going to put gold all over that? Now at the end, I can put gold all over it with with the golden glitter, with the glitter glue at the last, I can put this on it. This is orange, but I've got a gold one too. Somewhere. I'll see if I can find it. So let's do some painting, and we'll try to do some, how about gouache? How about if I do some gouache? This is gouache. So what I want to do is put some water in it. So let's see if I can paint this guy somehow. Let's paint him. Like that. See, that's going to go up there. He's the king. He is the king. So then, what else? I do have a gold in the washi. Yeah, we'll just paint it gold. We could still use the glitter gold, the glitter glue. So there's his crown. And we can make some brown. Add some yellow in his feathers. And the gold and the brown. Do a little quickie here. I think that's it as far as the feathers go. I'll get my little brush and give him an orange beak. Like that. I think that's part of his nose. And then around his face, I'll do a little more yellow. What color eyes? What color eyes do the chickens have? Do they have colored eyes or are they all brown? Okay. He looks pretty cool, doesn't he? I think he looks pretty good. Now I just got to do these little flowers. And I think I'm going to do those with the brush pens. See if I got anything over here worth using. The the light colored pens are about gone, and they're all dark that's left. So I'm going to do a little bit of background in here, and like that. This is all in the background. like that. And over here, and in here, like that. Okay. Phew. I'm going to have to go get me a drink of water. I think I can glue this down now. I'm running out of glue. I've got more glue. Put the crown on him. He's the king. I'm gonna go get me a drink of water, guys. Hang on. In the house, it needs aired out. All right. Now that's a good drink. Okay. Now, I'm going to continue to use my brush markers. And then I'm going to do a little bit of shadowing. My yellow is about out, which is normal to use your yellow up first. There's Lori. Hi, Lori. Hi, honey. What you doing, girlie? What you been doing? We're collaring. We're making this chicken is what we're making. We're making it. We are doing it. So then I got to do something for the background, and I might do my nail, my the those slick pens. I got several of those.
How long do you want to leave the windows doors open?
Till it gets aired out
Okay. Where do you hear smell it the most?
when I walk in there.
In here?
I told him to open the doors, the front door and the back door, and get the house aired out a little bit. It was smells like a cat in there. You know, smells like an animal. So he thinks that maybe she's potted in the house, which is possible, but it could also be that because she's a cat and the house smells like a cat. But it don't smell that way back here because she don't come back here very often. So anyway, there's a little bit of that. Let's try this one. This is a, it looks white, but it's gray. And it's going to have some, if I see any white marks, it's going to cover up the white marks as a fill in, shadow in a little bit there. But anyway, he's been sitting in the living room and he doesn't smell it because he's used to it. And I don't want anybody coming in my front door and then they smell cat. And it's cat, it's not dog. So there's that. I'd like to get that down a little bit tighter. So, what do you think? Think it looks okay? Does it need a little more green? All right, I did that a little more. Did that a little more. So, what color do you think I should do the background in? I've got several of these here. Dana gave me these for Christmas. How about if I use these? Metallic. So let's use some of these. And let's do these four. Let's use these four. Let's use these four. twist ups. These are anchor art. They're gel crayons. I'll show you what they look like. They're twist ups, I thought. Yeah, they twist up. And I think they can be water activated. Yep. Okay. I'll use the next one and see how it goes. A little bit there. A little bit down here. A little bit there. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Get another one. I got 4 shades. And then this one. I'm working hard here. So that's the twist ups. And I think I can get a bigger brush. Maybe not this big, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, that's it. What do y'all think? is that a is that a quickie? A quickie one? I do want to glue down the crown a little bit. It's kind of ruffly here. That looks a little bit better. So, Kingaroo. He's a kangaroo. He's cute. He looks okay. I'm happy with him. And I liked using my twisties. They're nice. They're supposed to be metallic, but I don't see any metallic in them. But I still like them. I don't see anything really shiny to it. But I am going to use this orangey uh, glue here, and I'm going to use it on the crown, and it'll have to dry overnight because it'll take a while for it to dry. So we'll just do something like this. Like that. Okay. He is king of the hen house. We'll let him be king of the hen house too. Now, what do I have over here that I can put away? Like that. And like that. And we did everything on the, only had two things on the to-do list, but we did it. So don't forget, tomorrow morning, come and watch me over at Kim's place, and I'll be doing a vintage page. We're all going to be doing vintage. And so it'll be a surprise as to what I'll do because you know me, I'll think of it I'll do it as I do it because you know that's the way I kind of work. And um, don't forget that. And then, oh, for the month of February, I am going every day, I'm going to be putting something away on this table behind me. So hopefully I can get 30 days worth of things put away to make that table completely clean. And the only thing I want on the table is my sewing machine. Actually, I would like to take the table down because it's a table in front of a table, so I don't need that. So anyway, I'm going to try to do get rid of the card table. Although I like using a card table, but we'll think about that after we get the table cleaned off. And because it is good to use if I want to, like, if this is wet, I can lay this on that table, not just to be junked up on. So that's my goal. So uh, we do have 20 more minutes. Let's see. Now, what should I do next? What should I do next? What have I got over here that we haven't done in a while? Uh, I got. Oh, I got this. This is a new book too. I bought, and I think we should do one of these. We have time. I have to let this dry. So I have this book to do, and this is Women Around the World. And I got this last month. And it's all kinds of women: Asia, Europe, North, South, West, East. There's a lot of women in here, and I thought this would be one of a great book for us to do our women's when we like to do women. And look at all this doodling I get to do. So yeah, so let's see if I can find something not too busy, and we can do a woman. Let's do a woman. And it's just a coloring book, and it's not real good paper. It's not mixed media paper, so whatever I do, I might just do it in pencils. At least I could start on it. This one would be quick to do. Let's try this one. And I don't know if it tears out, or can I cut it out. Let's cut it out. Looking for my knife. They should make this knife just 2 inches taller. So, come on now. I know I cut it. Surely my blade's a little bit stronger than that. Let's try that one. It still doesn't want to tear out. Oh, I got more than one. That's what it was. I was trying to tear two of them out. Let's just take this one. We'll just do her out. And I'm going to use my pencils. So she's going to be pretty. And I'm thinking her headband might be like real bright. And I'm going to try using these shades of pink on her headdress, her headband. And such. We'll try that for the first color. And these are Inktense pencils. So that means I can activate them with a damp brush. And then we're going to try to sharpen some of these. Okay, there's a little bit. There's a little bit more. Okay, just I'm using pink, 2 shades of pink, a red, and an orange is what I'm using. That's what I'm using. And I'm blending them together, believe it or not. I'm blending them. They're blending. So I'm going to try taking my tiny brush, a tinier brush, and I'm going to try blending this together and see if I can activate the colors with just a little bit of water. That looks pretty colorful right there. So I'm just going to continue to water activate my markers. Now I would like to do her hair. What color should I do her hair? It's already done in streaks of black. Should I do it in it with a color? What color should I make her? The rest of black and gray, black and brown, black and yellow, black and red. She could be a redhead, or anymore they have colored hair, so we could put her hair, make her hair blue if you all want. So what color should I mix in to make silver? Well, thank you, Belinda. I can do that, and I just had a nice little silver pen. It's a silver chalk writer wet pen. It's a craft decor chalk writer. So I can do that. I used this a few minutes ago, and I think I'm just going to do it real easy, and I'll go over it with water and see. I might go over it twice. And I don't have to go over the black, but I can. All of the black. Can you tell? Can't tell. She got some shininess to her. I think you can tell the difference. I mean, look at the top of her hair and then the bottom. So I'm going to make it all silvery. Okay. Okay. This is working out. There, that looks good. Now her dress. Now, what are we going to do about her dress? What are we going to do? Thank you, Jean. Oh, Sharon says red. Ooh, reds. I can make it red. Sharon said red. I was getting my blues out, but I've got some red pencils in here that might work together. Yeah, I think I do. Let's try these. And I can add more red to her headscarf to switch it up to red. Let's get a redder. Add some more red to her headband. And then this is going to be a combination of all my red pencils. Okay, there's one. Okay, there's one. All right, there's that one. Oh, my hand's getting tired. It's not a bright red. but it is a red. Needless to say, it's deep. Okay. See if I can work on her dress a little more. Okay. Does that look red enough for her red dress? Okay, that's pretty red. I like the two tone effect. Actually, it's three or four tones. I like it. And I might be able to do a little bit of accent with a brush. There. So, how does that look? And I need to let that dry, and I will be cutting her out. And I can also put her in the book, and I can draw her shoulders, and I might be able to make her dress a little longer in the scrapbook, in the sketchbook that I've got, and I'll do that next time. And do her skin tone, and we can decide what shade of skin we would like for her to have, and we can give her an olive or a tan shade, or white, or something else. No, it does. It looks rich. She's rich. She's married to the king. She's pretty enough to be a princess. So, I will finish her up Tuesday. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12. For those of you who want to come in and watch me in the morning. And if anybody streams and you want to be part of the panel, you are invited. You're invited to cut that out by mistake, but that turned out to be your arm. Okay, that was good, lucky. I almost went up to here and then down. I would have missed her arm. So she's pretty. So that's all I'm going to do tonight. Done for the night. Yeah, I've been in here since 5 o'clock. I was putting away things, and I've been streaming since 6 o'clock. So, you know how it goes when you're streaming. So I hope everybody had a great time tonight. I know that I did. I could put all these pencils away, be part of my cleanup crew for something I don't have to do tomorrow. I got to get in here and clean for tomorrow. I'm going to put this over here where I can get to it. So, I'll put this in the book. So there was our Valentine page. Ta-da! Thank you, Joycey. I love it. There's a pearl right there and a pearl right there. That is so pretty. So here is, oh shoot. I think she's going to have tan tone skin. She's going to have a birthmark. I'll have to see if I can fix her Monday, Tuesday. I forgot that this all had glitter glue on it. Oopsie. But the king chicken looks good. So, guys, thank you for coming out with me tonight. We had a great time. We'll do it again, and we'll keep working with our stuff. And I still have some new books that I haven't got into yet, but little by little, we're going to get into them this year. So, I might have to, like all month, we'll do doodles this month, and then next month we'll do something else. Okay, and like we've been doing chickens for January, so we could wing off the chickens, but I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to give my chickens up yet. But we could wing off the chickens since we've been doing them since all January, I think. And so we'll think about that too tomorrow. What we can do for March. The heart is just taped on. Okay, Joycey. Okay, it's double sided tape. Okay, I looked at it. I thought about taking it off, but it looks awful good there too. So thank you, Joycey. Oh, it's so cute. Thank you, baby. And I'm gonna say goodnight. So you guys have a good evening. Good night.